Hello, this is Tom Bell, the District Rotaract Chair for District 7570. I'd like to take a few minutes to talk to you about Rotaract in the district and your role and opportunities with it. First of all, I want to make a real point of the fact that Rotaract has changed in the last couple of years. I think most of you probably have heard about that, may have seen some of the articles in the Rotarian, may have heard us talk about it at another event. But I want to emphasize the fact that whereas Rotaract was created as a program for Rotary and was that for many years up until essentially two years ago now, it now is not a program. It's now a situation where the Rotaractors are a type of membership in Rotary, and they are our partners. And that's an important difference, an important change, and changes some of how this committee works and what the committee can do and what we need for you to do and what you can do. And Rotaract is now a much greater opportunity in many ways. We've talked about it for years as being an opportunity to help train young people in ways of service, help train them in ethical business and service activity, help them to incorporate service into their lives in such a way that they might be interested in continuing and being Rotarians after their time as a Rotaractor. That wasn't happening all that much, and two things have been noticed. One, that our young people are very sophisticated, very well educated, very socially and worldly aware, and they need a lot less mentoring, although that's still important, but they now need a lot of opportunity to be partners and be participants. And as we all know, it's people are much happier taking part in Rotary service and being Rotarians if they actually are doing something, if they actually feel a part of it. And so that's what the new emphasis on Rotaract is allowing people to do, is to be a lot more part of it. And so before I get into the slides further, I want to emphasize the fact that both as AGs, as I mentioned in the DG call in January, you should really try and then make a point of inviting and having the Rotaract presidents in your area attend your president meetings. And as far as the other district committees, I would encourage you to make sure that you make aware the Rotaractors aware, give us a way to incorporate them into your committee, make them aware of the opportunity that they would be welcome to participate in various district committees. There may be some that it's not possible, but we really need to identify those committees where it is possible for Rotaractors to take part. And if you identify those and let me know, we'll share that with Rotaractors and let them take part. One reason that they had trouble taking part in a lot of things district-wide in the past was the travel restrictions, the time and so forth, because as students in college, they didn't have a lot of time during the week and so forth, and it was difficult for them to take part in things where they have to travel across our district. With the use of technology now for so much of our activity, I think that it's well possible for them to take part in a very meaningful and active way, and we need to give them that opportunity. So having emphasized those two things, let us turn just to these slides. Now, these slides are going to be in the resource manual along with other material, and so I encourage you to look for those later, to refer back to as a reminder and as a resource as you go through the year in terms of remembering what Rotaract might be for you in your area or in your committee. The district leadership right now for Rotaract is myself as District Rotaract Chair, and Samantha, nicknamed Sam, but it's a young lady, Samantha Meadows, from up in the Front Royal area, in the Rotaract Club up there. She is the district Rotaract representative, and so that's DRC and DRR. And the committee is technically in the past has been supposed to be made up of equal numbers of Rotarians and Rotaractors. Well, it is right now. It's 1 and 1. So we would welcome having other interested parties join in and help. So that's one thing that you'll be welcome to do, is to encourage anyone who has an interest in becoming more aware of and more a part of promoting Rotaract, which is one of the #1 role of the committee, to be involved. Please send their name and contact information to me, and we'll try to have them become members and help us with the Rotaract growth within the district. We also strive to help and encourage the formation of new clubs and provide support for existing clubs. Now, with the new format, those take on a different look a little bit. For instance, the formation of new clubs, we normally would always talk about contacting the Rotarians and saying, wouldn't you like to be a sponsor of a Rotaract club? And that was the only way to form a new club. Now it is possible for a Rotaract club to be formed without any sponsor, or to be sponsored by another Rotaract club. So there's just a lot more opportunity. So it becomes really only important that we have somebody interested in forming a Rotaract club to form one. If we have, and that is proven to be the key for active Rotaract clubs, is to find one person who says, gee, this would be a good way for me to express my desire to be of service. This would be a good way for me to experience making contacts around the world. This would be a good way for me to increase my professionalism. Those are all benefits and activities that come out of being a Rotaractor. And so we need to just find that individual, and you can either offer them the opportunity of your Rotary club sponsoring them, or you can offer them the opportunity of just forming their club and simply being responsive to Rotary International. And providing support for existing clubs, especially in this time of change. I think that's a very important aspect of what we're doing. And so we do want to try and do that. We are trying to keep clubs informed of the changes in the Constitution for the Rotaract clubs. Other changes that are coming down the pike, for instance, Rotaractors are going to actually start paying dues to Rotary International starting July 1 of 2021. There will be dues set and requested of Rotaract clubs. And those who are sponsoring Rotaract clubs need to be especially sensitive to that, because most of them are university clubs, and university students have many times financial concerns, feel limited in that respect. But the dues are going to be fairly modest. I believe $8. I need to double check that, but some of these things are being firmed up even yet. And so we'll be keeping in touch with Rotary International and providing information. So that's what the committee does. I've alluded to what you as AGs and district chairs can do, putting us in touch with either Rotary clubs or individuals that are interested in forming a new club, helping us know about the needs of any of the existing ones. Are there issues? Are there concerns? I've had a number brought up in this past year, some just strictly administrative issues, things we need to sort out with Rotary International, and we help with that, and hopefully can get things taken care of. Generally very successful with that. So hopefully we can do that if you let us know about concerns. Don't let people become disenchanted with Rotaract or their experience because of some kind of administrative issue. Be sure and let us know so we can help with that. And again, if there's anyone that you know of that's interested in possibly being part of the committee and helping with the promoting of Rotaract, be sure and let us know about that. Do remind Rotarians that you talk with and Rotary clubs that Rotaract exists as a type of club, that there's the opportunity. And we always have said that, it was very easy to sponsor. It didn't require a lot because, it doesn't really cost any money for the Rotary Club to be a sponsor. It doesn't take a lot of time because you're really inviting the Rotaractors to just be active with you in service and helping give them a little bit of mentorship. So the investment can be very, very modest, but at the same time, that is now even less because they don't have to have a sponsor. They don't have to be sponsored, and you can just find individuals and be in touch with individuals who you discover have a passion, and simply offer them the opportunity, and we will work with them to have them establish a club in conjunction with RI's support without a sponsor if that's necessary or desirable. And the clubs can be, either university based or community based. The community based, we now have 2 community based clubs. Those obviously are very independent. The university clubs do have to follow not only Rotary International guidelines for a Rotaract club, but they are bound by club rules of their university. And so the Rotaract Constitution specifically provides for the fact that the local university rules for clubs are to be followed, and so that we never come in conflict with those. But sometimes students find some of the rules to be awkward, and we need to help them work through those. But remind Rotary clubs of the fact that if they come in contact with someone, that they in fact can encourage them to form a Rotaract club. And bringing them more into partnership and working with us, I think, is going to lead to a lot more flow of Rotaractors from being a Rotaractor into becoming Rotarians eventually. Because if they find that they're actually being active, if they're getting to know Rotarians, it's going to do a lot more to actually grow that transition. But another thing that's going to grow it is the fact that one of the flexibilities that have been added for Rotaract clubs is the taking off of the age limit. They are for young people of 18 years and older. Now the individual Rotaract clubs have the opportunity, have the flexibility to set their own maximum age limit. So if they want to say 30, as has been traditionally the rule, they can do that. If they want to say 45, they can say that. They can pick that age, what fits in their culture, their social setting, and their membership, so that rather than feeling forced out before somebody might be ready to become a Rotarian, they can continue as a Rotaractor for a longer period if that's desirable. So there's just lots of flexibility and lots of opportunity. I want you to be able to stress that and share that with the Rotarians. So we, as a committee, we will continue to stay current with Rotary International guidelines, the publications. I wish we could find a way to encourage Rotary International to date their publications so that we could follow and always know whether or not we're looking at the latest version of various publications. But we will strive to stay current so that we know what is current and be sure that is brought to the awareness and is used to inform those who are active with Rotary clubs, or Rotaract clubs, excuse me, and we will stay in contact with persons at the Rotaract Rotaract committee at Rotary International with regard to information and clarification of questions and needs. So that's a snapshot of what's going on and what's happening and what you need, what we would like to see you do. Again, I'm Tom Bell. There's my contact information. Also, of course, you can find me in DACTB and also Samantha Meadows as District Rotaract Representative, a Rotaractor who is active in the leadership. We strive to try and keep the Rotaractors involved in training and learning because they, just like with Rotarians, that training and learning is a lifelong process. We all need to continue to grow and learn, and doing it together with the Rotaractors is a lot of fun. You'll enjoy it. They'll love it. They'll benefit from it. It's a challenge. It's a pleasure. And I hope you enjoy it, and welcome to the Rotaract world. Thank you very much and have a good day.